let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. So yeah, this is an article from Redfin. It says 500,000 more sellers than buyers, the most on record, that will likely cause home prices to fall. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, this housing market been so crazy. Everybody that's, especially during the pandemic, everything went nuts. So if you've been sitting on the sideline, hey, this may be the time to start getting in. Like it's turning into a buyer's market. It's been a seller's market for the last what 4 or 5 years, really since COVID. So yeah, it's a buyer's market right now. Yeah, it says it's 34% more sellers in the market than buyers. It's the most since 2013. So you talking about over a decade ago. This is like, look, Redfin predicts or expects home prices to drop by 1% by the end of the year. End of the year. So it's gonna be price cuts. Like I'm in North Carolina, and I've seen myself from looking at real estate. Like it's houses sitting on the market a little longer now, and you're seeing price reductions. Like a house that was selling say 500,000 a couple years ago. You seeing it now? It's sitting on the market, and they slashing it 10% down to 450. Like I said, this is like I said, hey, Birdman hand rub. I used to pray for times like this for real. As you see, it says 31 of the top 50 metro areas are buyers market. Strongest being in Miami, Florida. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that. Wow, where sellers outnumber buyers roughly 3 to 1. Now it's still a seller's market, and if you're in Newark, Jersey, still a seller's market. It says the most balanced market is in St. Louis. So, hey, for all investors or people that's living in South Florida, it may be the time to buy. Now, I know that they got it's no state tax down there, but I know the taxes is like real estate taxes stuff is crazy down there. But even still, it's maybe time to get in. Like I said, hey, it's a buyer's market. What do you think? What area y'all in? You consider buying, or you gonna stay on the sideline? Me personally, I think it's gonna be a good time, and I kind of think what's going on. I mean, you got house prices crazy priced, interest rates nuts, and then also you got, I mean, basically just economic uncertainty. Like you got a lot of people getting laid off. You have a lot of people predicting we may go into like a 2008 type recession. So a lot of people, they like, well, I'm just gonna rent. I'm gonna hold off right now before I make, a large investment like this, and then, everything turned into '08, just layoffs everywhere. So, like I said, this article's from Redfin. I just thought it was interesting. I said, me personally, I think it's time to buy personally. But like I said, what do you think? What area you in? What you seeing? Like I said, I'm in North Carolina, and I'm seeing houses sitting 90 days. I'm seeing some over 100 and some days. So, like I said, what market you in? What you seeing? You consider buying, or you gonna hold off even more, and and see if we get a further crash. Well, it's not a housing crash. Let me not say crash, but um, potentially more price reductions. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.